This Raw Vision video is brought to you by Metro Solar, proud partner of the Richmond Football Club.
The humble champion. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a delight to induct Matthew Richardson into the Richmond Football Club Hall of Fame. Please welcome him to the stage.
Thanks. Thank you. Sit down. It's a bit embarrassing. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Look, I'm very humbled to receive this award. It's unbelievable, really. When I got the call from Peggy, it was, I guess, the best call that you can receive as a footballer, to be announced into the Hall of Fame, the footy club that you love, and that's what it's been, I guess. A bit of a love affair. My old man obviously played for Richmond. My first footy memory is the 1980 Grand Final, and KB just kicking 7 goals there, turning Stan Magro inside out on the boundary line. So that was my first footy memory. Obviously, as a kid, Dad, we lived in Tassie. We'd come over to Melbourne on the school holidays, and we'd go to the MCG. And when your dad's a past player, you get to go down into the rooms. So I remember walking in there and meeting Disco Roach and The Ghost and Flea. And it was just an unbelievable experience for a young kid from Tassie. As I got a little bit older, I remember coming over and watching a game at the MCG, Richmond v Geelong. Gary Ablett Senior kicked 14 goals. That wasn't quite a good memory, but that was the part of a Richmond supporter. So all I ever wanted to do was to come to Melbourne and play for Richmond. I was very lucky to get that opportunity, and I'm extremely humbled tonight. So I thank the Richmond Football Club. I thank all of the coaches that I've had over the journey. I had 5 coaches, but particularly my first coach, John Northey, Swooper. He was a fantastic coach. I loved playing for him. It was a different time in footy. There wasn't a lot of tactics, get it long, kick it long, get numbers to the fall of the ball, all that sort of stuff. But Swooper was a great motivator. Before every game, we had a 5 or 10 minute speech where he just went on about anything. It could be a guy climbing Mount Everest. It could be someone running across America with one leg. But whatever it was, it just got you going, and you want to run through a brick wall for him. So I always remember that. But I remember one day we're playing our arch rival Carlton at the MCG, and a particular journalist of the time, Tony the Beast DeBolfo, you'd know him, Sandy. The Beast was a mad Carlton man, and he had written the Tigers off in this particular game. And Northey pinned up the article on the board, a bit like Clarko did the other week. And he said, "This bloke DeBolfo doesn't rate us." And he went on and on and on. He said, "In fact, he's here today. He'll be up in the press box. He won't even be watching the game. He'll be just scoffing on pies." And I remember as a young kid thinking, I'm not sure this is going to help us win the game, Swooper. But anyway, we went out and ran through a brick wall for him. I remember we beat Carlton that day, but it's not until 20 years later I actually know what he's talking about now. Working in the media, there's a pie warmer in every press box. And I've been eating 20 mini pies a weekend. Don't worry about that. So this is unbelievable. But one thing everyone asks me about is going and moving on to the wing in 2008 at the end of my career. It was round 3. We'd just been beaten. I walked into the club on Monday, and Terry Wallace was our coach. He said, "Richo, can I have a chat to you?" I said, "Yeah, no worries." So I went into the office, and he said, "I need you to help me out." I said, "Yeah, no worries, player. What is it?" He said, "We've got a young guy at the club now, Jack Grewald. He's going to be a champion. We think he's a really good player, but he's just getting starved of opportunities inside 50. You're taking all the ball. Everyone's kicking it to you. Jack's getting in good position. We're not kicking it to him. I said, yeah, I agree. I said, how can I help? He said, I said, do you want me to take him for some goal kicking, or what do you want me to do? He said, no. Jack's finding good position. What do you think about moving up onto the wing? I said, I don't think about moving up onto the wing. I said, I think maybe more a bear in the square type role would suit me. I'll go back there. Jack can do all the work, hitting up. They'll kick it over his head. Mate, I'll play till I'm 40. I said, so what are my options, Terry? He said, you can play for Coburg. I said, I love the wing. Get me up there. So anyway, it was a great year. I enjoyed it. We didn't make the finals again, but I went all right. Nearly won the Brownlow. So there you go. Look, this is the biggest honour I've received in my footy career. I didn't play finals, didn't have the ultimate success, but to be inducted in the Richmond Hall of Fame is absolutely unbelievable. I'd like to thank the club, all my coaches, all of my teammates, everyone associated with this club, all of our terrific supporters. I can't believe we've got 70,000 members. We're a powerhouse waiting to happen. I just want to thank my family who supported me through my whole career. My mum, Diane, and my brother, Andrew, are here tonight. They never missed a game once they moved back to Melbourne. So thanks very much for your support. I'd just like to make mention, I wish my old man was here tonight, the Bull. He was a huge supporter of my career. He passed away earlier this year. I know he'd be really proud tonight. He's a massive Richmond man. In his last few years when he was struggling with his health, nothing made him happier than a Richmond win. So I know he'd be pretty happy at the moment. 6 out of 7, he'd be looking down, thinking the Tigers are going okay. So thank you very much for this honour. I'd like to also thank my girlfriend Jen, who didn't know me when I played, but has put up with me in the last 5 years since I've been working in the footy media. I've been away, every weekend, and she's been a great support. So thank you very much to everyone. Thank you.